Being the parent of a teenager, it's not easy. And I know that to be true because one of the things that happens is when your child becomes a teenager, their brain is under construction. And I'm being serious, there's like hormones. I call it a hormone cocktail that grooves through their brain and helps make new paths in their brain that helps them not just process concrete thoughts, but now they can process abstract thoughts. But you know, that process in which that is happening in the brain, that causes mood swings, because that hormone cocktail drives them to go pretty crazy with their emotions. And it's not just the whole puberty and the changeover from child to teenager. There's a lot more other reasons as well. I mean, drama with their friendships and just intensity in general in their environment at school, it causes them to just sometimes have to release a huge amount of emotion. The issue is when you're the target of that emotion. It's hard when you're at home and you're in a calm state of being and your teenager flies through the door, throws it open, and then just spews all this anger, rage, and frustration at you. So how do you handle that? What do you do? Well, I want to give you a perspective, a lens, like when you're at the eye doctor and they're flipping lenses over your eyes to try to find something that helps you see clearly. I'm hoping that I can give you a lens to help you see clearly, and that is you are your teenager's safe place. Now, this doesn't excuse your teenager's behavior. It doesn't excuse disrespect. It doesn't excuse anger, and you need to deal with that when the time is right. But in the midst of that raging fit, I want to help you see something. Your teenager is saying something to you that they don't know how to say. You know what it is? This is what they're saying. My world feels out of control. I am hurting more than I think I've ever hurt. I'm scared more than I believe I've ever been afraid. And I don't know where to take all this. So I'm bringing it to you because I trust you to see me at my worst and still love me. And I don't have anybody else that I believe is that safe for me, so I'm going to give it to you. I want you to think about, in a real backwards, twisted way, what a compliment that is. That they're bringing their worst to you and they're throwing it all over you. It's like when they were a baby and they just threw up all over you. Here's the thing. They're basically saying, I'm scared, I don't know what to do, and so I need to give this to you. So yes, we need to teach them, can't be disrespectful, can't just have bits of rage and that be okay. We got to learn to have some control on our emotions, but that's not the first conversation. You know what the first conversation is? It's not a conversation at all. It's a hug if they'll allow you to hug them. Or it's a, I'm so sorry. You see, just that simple empathy is the first step. And then once everything's calm, and a little bit later you can say, hey, by the way, there's probably some other ways you could have said that. Let's work on that. Let me teach you, show you how I deal with those kind of things. But the reality is, the most important thing for this message is, you are, a lot of times, your teenager's safe place. And somehow, some way, when they're screaming and yelling at you, I'm hoping that you'll remember this video and you'll say to yourself, wow, what a compliment. I'm their safe place.